Hello friends, welcome to my study channel Math e-Learning. Today we will learn MCQ of chapter 2 whole numbers of class 6. First question is, what is the predecessor of 17? And first of all, what is predecessor? So it is previous number of this given number. So you can also get the predecessor by doing the subtraction of 1 from the given number. So 17 minus 1 is equal to 16. So we can say that the predecessor of 17 is 16. And here is the option A. Question number 2. Write the successor of 1997. Now successor means after number, and we can have successor by adding 1 to the given number, and here we get 1998, and here it is given in option C. Next question is, which is the smallest whole number? So we know that whole number starts from 0, right? 0, 1, 2, up to infinite are whole numbers. So we can say that the smallest whole number is 0. So answer is B, 0. Now question number 4. Divide 7 divide by 0. 7 divide by 0. So can we divide any numbers by 0? No, because it is not defined in mathematics. So answer is C, not defined. Question number 5. Find value of 297 multiplied by 17 plus 297 multiplied by 3. As we can see that here in two terms, in this 2 multiplication, one number is common, that is 297. So we can write as 297 multiplication sign as it is, then into the brackets. What is left here in this term? It is 17. Now plus sign as it is. Then what is left here in this term? It is 3. Now we can do easily multiplication of this number. 297 multiplied by 17 plus 3 is equal to 20. And we multiply this number by 20, and here it is 5940, and it is given in option A. Question number 6. Which of the following will not represent 0? So first we solve all these options and we'll check which will not represent 0. Here not is given, right? So first of all we solve this formula, and it is 1 plus 0, and it is 1. So answer of this equation is 1. Then 0 multiplied by 0 is equal to 0. 0 divided by 2 is equal to also 0. Then 10 minus 10 is equal to 0. 0 divided by 2 is again 0. So here the answer of these three equations is 0. But this first equation represents 1. So we can say that first option will not represent 0. So answer is A. Question number 7. If the product of two whole numbers is 1, if A, one number is 1, second, two numbers are 1, C, not defined, D, none of this. So here first of all we try to understand what is the question here. And product of two whole numbers. That means multiplication of two whole numbers. We want answer 1, right? Here we want answer or product of this multiplication 1. So how can we find the answer of multiplication of two numbers 1? Whenever both numbers are 1, then we can say the product will be 1, right? So both numbers should be 1, right? So correct answer is B. Two numbers are 1. Next question is, smallest natural number is, and we know that natural number starts from 1. 1, 2, 3 up to infinite are natural numbers, right? So here we can say that the smallest natural number is 1, and it is option B. Question number 9. Simplify 126 multiplied by 55 plus 126 multiplied by 45. Again here one number is common in both terms, that is 126. Then multiplication sign as it is. Then what is left in this term? It is 55, and in second term it is 45. This is the distributive property of multiplication over addition. We have used this property. And here 126 multiplied by 55 plus 45 is equal to 100. Now we multiply these numbers and we have the answer 12,600, and it is given in option C. So answer is C. Question number 10. If the product of two whole numbers is 0, that means multiplication of two whole numbers is 0, then one number will be 0. So we will check it. If I take one number 5 and one number 0, then what is the product of this multiplication? It is 0, right? So this condition is true. Now we check second condition. If the product of two whole numbers is 0, again the multiplication of two whole numbers is 0, then both number will be 0. So we will take both numbers 0 and we will check the product is 0 or not. So 0 multiplied by 0 is equal to 0, right? So this second condition is also true. Now we check the options. Option A is only one can be true. So it is wrong because here both are correct. B option is only two can be true. Again it is wrong because here 1 and 2 both are correct. C, both can be true. So it is right. D, both are false. It is wrong. So answer is C, both can be true. Question number 11. Study the pattern 1 multiplied by 8 plus 1 is equal to 9. Then after two digits are taken here. Here one digit was there and here two digits are taken. Multiply by 8 as it is. Now 2 is taken here. So 2 is successor of this one. Then after answer is of two digits. Here answer is of one digit. So can we form the pattern? Yes, we can form the pattern of 3 digits, 4 digits, 5 digits, so on. And what is the next step? Here after this step, what can be the next step? So here we will write 3 digits. Then we write multiply by 8 as it is. Then we take successor of 2, which is 3. and is equal to, now here we take 3 digits, that is 987 in descending order. So this is the next step, and now we check in the options which is correct answer. And here it is given in first option. It is given in the first option, right? You can compare both this. Okay, so answer is A. Question number 12. Fill in the blanks to make the statement true. First equation is 6245 plus into the brackets 631 plus 751. Now this number is repeated in second equation, plus bracket is also given here. Starting bracket is here and ending bracket is here, and another number is also given here. Now which number is remaining that is not given on this side? That is 6245. So here we will write 6245. Only the grouping is changed on the opposite side, right? Numbers are same. This property is called associative property of whole numbers, and the answer is A, 6245. Next question. 5 divided by 0 is. Can we divide any numbers by 0? No, it is not defined in mathematics. So answer is D, not defined. Question number 14. 0 divided by 6 is. If we divide 0 by 6, then answer is 0. Whenever you divide by any numbers to this 0, then you will get answer 0. If you divide 0 with any numbers, then you will get the answer 0. Question number 15. Write the correct number to complete. 13 multiplied by 100 is given, then one blank is there. Then here you have 13 lakh. Now how many zeros are given here? It is 5. And here we have only 2. 13 is the same both sides. Now 2 plus 3 is equal to this 5. So here we have to write 3 zeros. But in multiplication we have to write in thousand form. Right? So here our answer is 1000. Just you have to count the zeros here. Then you have to make the same zeros over here also on the opposite side. And answer is 1000. Question number 16. State the property used in statement. The statement is 29 multiplied by 36 into the brackets multiplied by 18 is equal to 29 multiplied by 36 multiplied by 18. Here numbers are same both the sides, right? 29, 36 and 18. But the grouping has been changed, and here sign of multiplication is used, not addition, right? So this property is of associative property, and associative property is used here in multiplication. So answer is A, associative property in multiplication. Question number 17. The school canteen charges rupees 20 for lunch and rupees 4 for milk for each day. How much money do you spend in 5 days on these things? So first of all, we count the charge for 1 day only. And for that we have to do addition of the charge of this lunch and milk. So 20 plus 4 is equal to 24. And this amount is for 1 day only. And here the question is for 5 days. So we have to find the charge of 5 days. And for that we will do cross multiplication. 5 multiplied by 24 divided by 1. And answer is 120, which is given in option C. Question number 18. Largest number formed by digits 240369 is. And we know that to build largest number, we have to arrange these digits in descending order. So first of all we write the greatest digit, then smaller than that 6, then 4, then 3, then 2 and then 0. So it is the answer of this question and it is given in option C. Question number 19. If 36 flats cost rupees 6 crore 82 lakh 51,500, what is the cost of each flat? So here we have to do division of this amount by 36, so we can get the number. By doing division we get the answer A. Now question number 20. State the property in statement 256 multiplied by 24 is equal to 24 multiplied by 256. Now both sides numbers are same, but the order of the number is changed here, right? So this property is called commutative property, and here multiplication is done. So we can say that this property is commutative property in multiplication. And answer is option B, commutative property in multiplication. Question number 21. Find product 12 multiplied by 35. And we do multiplication of both. 35 multiplied by 12. You can use property also. If you want to use property, you can do multiplication directly or you can use property. Here we are using properties, right? So I am writing this 35 as 30 plus 5 and I multiply it with 12. And first I have to do multiplication of 12 with 30. 12 3s are 36, so it is 360 plus. Now we multiply this 12 with 5. 12 5s are 60. And now we add this and we get answer 420. And answer is option C, 420. Question number 22. Find the value of 1507 minus into the brackets 625 divided by 25. And as per BODMAS, we know that first of all we have to solve this brackets. So 625 divided by 25 is equal to 25, because 25 multiplied by 25 is equal to 625. And now we subtract this from 1507. So 1507 minus 25. Now we do subtraction of this. 7 minus 5 is equal to 2. And here we take 10, 4, and 10 minus 2 is equal to 8, and 1 4 as it is. So answer is 1482, and it is option A. Question number 23. Find the sum 837 plus 208 plus 603. You can do it easily, right? So here we do addition of this ones position. 7 plus 8, 15. 15 plus 3, 18. 8 here, 1 carry. Now we take tens position. 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. Then we take 100 position. 6 plus 2, 8. 8 plus 8, 16. So answer is 1648. Option is C. Question number 24. Find the whole number if n plus 4 is equal to 9. And first of all, we will take value of n is equal to 5, and then we'll check the answer is 9 or not, right? So here first we substitute value of n is equal to 5. So it is 5 plus 4 is equal to 9. So we get the answer 9. So this value is true. And there is no need to check these all options because we get the answer A is equal to 5. Question number 25. Find a whole number n such that n is equal to 2n. So now we check for each of the following. First we take the value of 20 for n, and left hand side is equal to 20 and right hand side 2 multiplied by 20. It is 40. That means both sides are not equal for this value 20. Now we check it for the value 100. N is equal to 100. This is left hand side. And 2 multiplied by 100 is equal to 200. It is right hand side. And again both values are not equal. So this value is incorrect. Now we check for option C. N is equal to 0. And here 2 multiplied by, we take value of n 0. 2 multiplied by 0 is equal to 0. So here left hand side and right hand side both are equal. For this value 0. So we can say that the answer is C, 0. Question number 26. The difference of largest number of 3-digit and smallest natural number is. So first of all, we should know the largest number of 3-digit is 999. And smallest natural number is 1. And here you have to find difference of this. 999 minus 1 is equal to 998, and it is given in option A. Question number 27. The largest whole number is. Now we check these options. First is 99, second is 9979, and third is 9999, and D cannot be found. So which is correct? The largest whole number we cannot find. Why? Because the whole numbers are infinite, right? It is endless. So we cannot find the largest whole number. That's why correct option is D, cannot be found. Question number 28. The sum of a natural number with a whole number is always, if we do addition of natural number and whole number, then what we will get? A 0, B 100, C even number, D a natural number. So by adding this we will get whole number as answer, which is not given here, and we can write whole number, right? By adding natural number and whole number we will get whole number as answer. Question number 29. The sum of two whole numbers is always, we know that this is the property of whole number, which is closure property, right? Sum of two whole numbers is always a whole number, right? And it is C, a whole number. Question number 30. How many natural numbers are there? 100, 1000, infinitely many, or 10? So we know that natural numbers are infinite. So answer is C, infinitely many. Question number 31. The product or multiplication. Here multiplication is in the brackets. Product of a number with 0 is always, if we multiply any numbers with 0, then answer is 0. So here it is given in option A. Question number 32. The line on which we represent the natural number is known as counting line, number line, digit line, or zero line. So answer is number line. On number line we are representing numbers. Question number 33. Smallest natural number is, we know that natural number starts from 1. So 1 is the smallest natural number. Then question number 34. Here two options are given. First is all natural numbers are also whole numbers. Can we say that all natural numbers are also whole numbers? So we check it. First we write all natural numbers and we write all whole numbers. So can we say these all natural numbers are whole numbers? Yes, because here all natural numbers are included in this whole numbers, right? So this is true. Now we check this second option. 1 is the smallest natural number. It is also true. And now we check these options. A, only 1 is true, wrong. Only 2 is true, wrong. C, both are true, correct. D, both are false. It is incorrect. So answer is C, both are true. Question number 35. The natural numbers along with 0 form the collection of, along with 0, that means 0 is also included. So we take this 0 and we take natural numbers also, 1, 2, 3, 4, infinite. Form the collection of, this collection is called whole numbers, right? So answer is A, whole numbers. Question number 36. Predecessor of which two-digit number has a single digit? So we take a number of two-digit whose predecessor means previous number, has a single digit. So it is 10 number, right? Predecessor of this two-digit number 10 is 9, which is single digit number, right? So this number is 10 whose predecessor is of single digit, right? So answer is 10. First of all, you need to understand the question, then after give the answer. Okay. Now question number 37. Which natural number has no predecessor? Now we check all natural numbers. Natural numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, infinite. And now check whose predecessor is not possible. So we can say that predecessor of 1 we cannot have, right? So here answer is 1. Question number 38. Whole numbers are closed under which operation? Addition, subtraction, division, or none of this? So first we check for addition. Here I am taking two whole numbers and I check whether I am getting whole number as answer or not. This is called closure property. If you add two whole numbers, then answer is also whole number. So addition is closed under this operation, right? So we can say that whole numbers are closed under addition. You can check for subtraction and division also, and we can check using example. Here I am taking 2 minus 3 is equal to minus 1 and it is not whole number, so it is wrong. Then we check for division. 1 divided by 5 is equal to 0.20 and again it is not whole number, right? So we can say that whole numbers are closed under addition operation. Question number 39. Which number is identity for addition of whole number? That means if I add one number to this 0, then I get answer as this number only, right? So the 0 is identity element for addition. It does not make any changes to this given number, right? So your answer is 0. Question number 40. Which number is identity for multiplication of whole numbers? So here we check for multiplication. If I take one number 5 and I multiply it with 1, then answer is number itself. That means if you multiply any numbers with 1, then you will get answer number itself. So we can say that 1 is multiplicative identity of whole numbers. So answer is B.